What's up, sneaker fans? Thanks for tuning in to a More Than Hype review. And in this video, we have a special release. It is the Jordan Brand collaboration with Maniere on the Air Jordan 4. So many cool details with this one, so let's just get right into it, starting with the packaging. Now, one thing that I really like about Maniere collaboration is that you can just tell that a lot of thought was put into the release. And that all starts with the packaging. Some of you might be wondering why in all of my review videos I spend so much time on the box. Why does it matter? Well, to me, it's all part of the experience. So when I see stuff like this, I really do appreciate that they took the time out to think it through. So starting with this plastic sleeve here, we have the A insignia inside of the Maniere logo all over this plastic sleeve here, where the box can just slide out in this manner. Really cool. We have those A's all over. And then that reveals our Jordan 4 box here. Violet ore color in the background, black Jumpman flight script in white, and then on the side here we have violet ore again, and actually a very subtle glossy print of that cement speckle, which is a very nice touch. Maniere in black on this side here. We got some more logos over the box, but that's about it. So now taking a look at the label. Official name of these is Air Jordan 4 Retro SP for special release. Official colors violet ore, medium ash, and black. Far sizing goes, I pretty much feel like these fit like regular non-collaboration 4s. So in my opinion, 4s usually run a little bit narrow, so I like to go a half size up. So my true size is 8.5. I got a 9 here, and I like the fit. This is of course men's sizing. The women's conversion is 1.5 sizes up in all Nikes and Jordans. So this 9 in men's would be a 10.5 in women's. Style code DV6773220. Retail price for these was $225. That is a lot of money for a pair of Jordans, but it is on par with other holiday releases like the Cherry 11s. But even at that price, I feel lucky I was able to get my pair, and it wouldn't have been possible if not for the Maniere website. They host some of the best releases for manual users. So that's just a quick shout out for the Whitaker group. Now, let's take a look at the shoes. So we get the box off, and then we get, you see, it's small details like this I'm talking about. Maniere on the inside of the box here in this very interesting, almost like comic book type texture. I forgot what that's called, but we got some more of those A logos on the paper, glossy. But then here are the shoes. And man, these are very, very nice. Looks like my pair came with a pretty crazy crease on the side. Doesn't really bother me, but this is something that I've actually noticed a lot of people posting about on Twitter. Their pairs having creases or other defects like that. For me, honestly, it doesn't really bother me, but it is something to note. Let's get both pairs out and take a closer look. Now we got these out the box. Let's take a closer look, starting with the upper. One thing about Maniere, the brand, is that they're all about luxury, and this colorway and these materials definitely do exude luxury vibes. I really like what they did here, but let's start with the hang tag here. So in lieu of the usual hang tag that we get with Jordan 4s, in fact, they don't even give you those anymore. We have this hang tag here, looking like a chocolate bar to me. Maniere and a Jumpman logo there on both sides. But let's get this off. But before we get into the shoes, here's a quick look at the hang tag out of the bag. Now we got that out of the way, taking a closer look at the upper. Your upper is mainly consistent of a nubuck material. So we have this nubuck all in this violet ore color, and there seems to be some sort of treatment done to the nubuck material as well to give it a bit of like a worn, weathered, almost vintage look to it. And that sort of seems like the theme of all of the collaborations with Maniere so far. So violet or nubuck all over the shoe. Looking at the medial side now, same deal. Our support wings, our quarter panel, our netting, all in that same violet ore color. Looking very nice. Small detail there. We have a little button there. I've never seen on a Jordan 4 before. With that A from the Maniere logo. And one of my favorite parts about this release, Nike logo on the back, no Jumpman, just looks so cool. Much cleaner than the Jumpman in my opinion, and I'm glad to see it here again. And that's not all. There's actually a message on the back of these as well. So it's about where you're going. And then on this side is actually, I should have started with this one. It's not about the shoes, it's about where you're going. Some words of wisdom on your kicks. I'll also add the material they used here for the pull tab is a much softer material than what I'm used to seeing on Jordan 4s, which is definitely a nice addition because sometimes this piece is just a little bit too stiff. These come stock with flat violet ore colored laces. The tongue material is also in a violet ore nubuck. Our patch has the A as well as flight script on the bottom here. And then looking on the inside, it's all quilted everything. Definitely makes it feel very luxurious. It also has this interesting like non-lined look to the edges here of your heel collar. A lot more padding in this tongue than a traditional Jordan 4. Looking at all that quilting on the inside really reminds me of the Just Dawn 2s, which is another Jordan collaboration that I absolutely love. And this quilting doesn't stop on the lining. We also have a quilted leather lined sock liner, a pretty beefy sock liner here, or insole, whatever you want to call it. Even has a bit of a heel support here, never seen that before. And if we flip it over, you can barely read it, but this is that dream cell material, so really soft. And then we also do get a patch on these that reads, "I'm a Maniere inspired by street culture, fashion, and the greatest athlete in history," which is that's a pretty bold claim. Season Holiday 2022, approved by, and then Michael Jordan's signature. I'd say the addition of that sock liner plus all of the extra padding that you get in these, I mean, especially on the tongue, makes these extremely comfortable. Definitely one of the most comfortable pair of Jordan 4s I've worn before. That about does it for the upper. Moving on to the midsole outsole, we have our midsole in our regular polyurethane in black, and then we have, of course, our air unit just in a white color here, and the outsole as well as the midsole part down here has like this vintage yellowed look to it, and it goes around the whole entire shoe. So just overall, a lot of, vintage inspired type of style going on here. I think on the upper, it's most apparent right around that seam there. So you can see that the nubuck is different tones, but it is the same color as far as I know. And then moving on to our outsole, very nice indeed. We have our off-white color for the majority, Nike logo in medium ash, and then we have our violet ore color on the toe as well as on the heel here. Overall, a very cool release for a number of reasons. First, the colorway is very unique. I love the materials used here. Really happy to see the Nike Air on the back. Just overall, a lot of thought was put into this release, which I appreciate, and I'm glad I was able to get my pair. And that's about it for these. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more sneaker content, and I'll catch you on the next video.